Hello everyone. So in this video we will see how to select and deploy a particular marketplace strategy that you may be interested in. Alright, so first of all, once you logged in, you will see this drop down menu at the top. So we will first go to the marketplace strategies. So I will go to strategies section and select on marketplace. So once we are on this page, marketplace strategies, you will find that this is the place where you will find different strategies created by different strategy creators. All right. So this is all. This is the marketplace where you can select your strategy that you like and deploy it in your own account. So you can just navigate through this page entirely. There are around 65 pages with different multiple strategies, hundreds of strategies that are there. So you can navigate through this. So I will just give you a brief introduction about how what are the different parameters that you see on this particular page. All right. So first one, as you can see, so this strategy is called, the name of the strategy is index premium meter. So this is the first strategy. Second is index volatile vaccine. This is the third strategy, bank nifty fighter, etc. So this is the name of the strategy, and it is the creator of the strategy is mentioned over here. So this strategy, index premium eater, is created by a strategy creator called MarketStar. All right. The second strategy is also created by MarketStar. The third strategy, that is bank nifty fighter, is created by AlgoWise. So these are different strategy creators. As you can see, different strategies created by different strategy creators, like as Shiv Shankar, the professor. This is created by Mr. Dayakar. So you will find all of these strategy creators who have created different strategies that they believe are performing well and that can give good returns to the clients. All right. So if you see the different parameters that are mentioned over here in order to help you make a better decision of which strategy you should deploy. So as you can see, first parameter is created. So this strategy was created about 1 year ago by the strategy creator called MarketStar, and it's called index premium meter. So second part is basically live deployment. So this live deployment is basically the number of clients of Tradetron who have deployed this strategy live in their own broking accounts. So this strategy is deployed by 268 people currently in their own broking accounts. Second strategy, index volatile vaccine, is deployed by 160 users of Tradetron in their account. Similarly, the third strategy and all other strategies and its deployments you will be able to see over here. So that is the second part. Next is this parameters that you see, that is NFO, earn theta, trend following. So it's just a tag that is given by the strategy creator to this particular strategy. What kind of a strategy this is, whether it's a directional strategy, it's a buying or a selling strategy. So since this is earn theta, it means that it's an option selling strategy, and it's also trend following. So these are different parameters based on which he has tagged this strategy. It also takes directional trades intraday, and it's completely intraday. So that's how you can understand that these are the parameters based on which the strategy is created, and these are different tags that the creator has tagged. Then these are the parameters, the ROI. So the ROI is basically return on investment. So basically, if you have 1 lakh as capital, then 64% of that would be say around 64,000 as the profit. All right. So that is basically the ROI, that is return on investment. How much is the profit that you're making on your total investment? And this percentage basis is based on gross. That is based on gross P&L rolling 12 months. So that is in the past 12 months, how much has been the total return on investment given by this particular strategy. And it's important to know that this ROI is on a gross basis. That is, it does not include your brokerage cost, your taxes, the STT that you have to pay, and other brokerage charges that you have to pay. All right. So this is basically the gross performance. That is, what is your buying rate and what is your selling rate. Based on that, whatever is the profit that is generated in paper trading of this particular strategy on Tradetron deployment is basically what is calculated over here. So this is basically this does not include your brokerage costs, etc. So that will be additional. All right. So that's the first part. Second is the trades and costs. So as you can see, in the last month, whatever is the trade, this is basically the number of trades that the strategy has taken. All right. So 304 trades it has taken in the last month, and Based on that, now since most of the brokerages in the country, they charge around 20 rupees per brokerage per lot, right? So base per lot means per trade. So in that case, if there are 304 trades, multiplied by 20 would be around, the brokerage cost would come around 6,100. Now if you're using other brokerages which give you some discounted brokerage rate, or maybe there are some brokers who charge even lesser brokerage, then in that case your cost will come significantly lower. All right, so this is basically, this cost is based on just 20 rupees as a base that we have kept. All right. Next is drawdown. So drawdown is, in simple terms, what is the maximum loss that the strategy has faced from its highest peak profit point. So if a drawdown of 5% would mean that if from the day one, if the strategy started performing well, it went to rupees say 1 lakh, all right, and from there it started its drawdown phase where it started facing losses. It came down to 97,000, 96,000 and stopped its losses at till 95,000. So that is basically 5% from its highest peak profit point. That is basically 1 lakh. 5% from 1 lakh is basically 95,000. So that is the drawdown. That is the maximum loss that the strategy would have faced in order since its deployment. So whenever you are deploying a strategy, you should consider the drawdown as an important factor and see that the drawdown should be as less as possible. So that will help you basically make a proper decision whether you should deploy a particular strategy or no. So those parameters are available on all the strategies. Next is Sharpe ratio. So Sharpe ratio is a very important ratio that is used in alternative investments. Normally a Sharpe ratio of 2 or higher is considered as a good Sharpe ratio, because Sharpe ratio is basically, the formula says expected returns divided by the per unit of risk. So basically, in case of if it says that it's 4.82, what it means is that for every unit of risk, you are making 4.82 times the return. So in simple terms, if your risk is 1,000 rupees, then on that 1,000 risk, you are making 4,820 rupees as your profit. So for every unit of risk, how much is the return, extra return that you're getting? That is basically calculated by the Sharpe ratio. All right. So higher the Sharpe ratio, the better. The lower the drawdown, the better. All right. So higher the Sharpe, so 4.82 is considered as a good Sharpe ratio. Next is minimum capital. Now this part is basically how much is the maximum capital that is required to deploy the strategy in your broking account. Now for example, this strategy, what it does is it sells straddle or strangle in Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So that requires about total 4 lots of option selling. So as per SEBI margin rule, including the hedge, it comes to maybe 80,000 per lot. So that's the reason why he is charging 80 into 4 would be around 32. So that's the reason why this is the capital that you would require to maintain in your broking account. So that's what this minimum capital is. And also it's important to note that this can keep on changing. So for example, if there is volatility in the market, then SEBI keeps on changing the margin requirement. So if today it's 3,20,000, SEBI might increase the margin tomorrow, saying that you need to keep around 3,50,000 in order to sell 4 lots. So you have to discuss that with the strategy creator and your broker and maintain enough capital in order to deploy this strategy. All right, so that is the minimum capital part. Next is the monthly fee. So in monthly fee, there are 2 components. All right. So this is basically the profit sharing. So there are 2 components. One is the fixed fee and one is the variable fee. So the fixed fee is basically the part that you have to pay to the strategy creator before using the strategy, before subscribing to the strategy. All right. So for example, this strategy has fixed a fee as free. So you don't have to pay anything while deploying the strategy, but it charges 5% on the profit that you generate. So for example, if this strategy creates 10,000 rupees as profit for you in a month, so 5% of that would be coming to 500 rupees. So that 500 rupees you will have to share with the strategy creator at the end of the month. All right, and for that the invoice will be generated and it will be sent to your email, and you can make the payment from that email. So that is the process that is currently followed. Then if you want to see, so this particular strategy is free, right? So you can directly subscribe to this, but there are certain strategies that are paid. So for example, I'll just go to the bottom of the page. you will find one of the strategies that is, so see, for example, this strategy that was created by GJ Investment has a monthly fee of $9.99. So while subscribing to this strategy, it will not let you subscribe unless and until you pay this 999 rupees, that is the subscription fee, and the GST that is there. So once you pay this, then only you will be able to deploy this strategy in your account. So that is the fixed fee. So some strategist creators, they charge fixed fee. Some strategy creators, they keep the fixed fee as free, but they charge variable fee of 5% based on the profits that you generate. So whatever profit that you make, based on that, you will have to pay a certain share to the strategy creator based on the invoice that will be created by the strategy creator at the end of the month. All right, once you have deployed the strategy live in your broking account. And it's also important to know that if you paper trade this strategy, you will not be charged anything. So if you only deploy it live in your broking account, and if you actually make profit in terms of monetary calculation, so basically if you make some profit in your broking account, then only you will have to pay this variable fee, or or else you will not be charged at all. All right, so that is basically the different parameters that are available on this page. Along with this, if you want more details, right, so of a particular strategy, then what you can do is you can just scroll over here. So for example, this is the strategy name. In order to get more details of this strategy, you can just open this in a new tab or a new window, or click on this strategy. So over here, you will see that there is a detailed strategy description given by the creator of what this strategy exactly does. All right. And also over here, so if you want to connect with the strategy creator, so then over here through Tradetron, you can create, this is the email option. So you can click on this, you can type your message and you can send it. So the strategy creator will get your message with whatever query you have, and he will be able to respond to you. At the same time, you can read this particular strategy details, and over here, if you have more questions based on what kind of trades this strategy takes, what is the parameter, what is the loss, etc. If you have more questions, this is the Telegram support channel and the other contact details that the strategy creator has provided, which you can actually go through, and you can basically take the trades based on that. All right, and you can go through and you can connect with the strategy creator. You can ask him questions regarding what kind of this strategy this is. You can connect with him, because ultimately it's his logic that is being applied into this strategy, and you will be deploying that. So it's better to connect with the strategy creator, make yourself well versed about what this does, and then only deploy this strategy. And also we recommend that you, before deploying directly live, you can paper trade this strategy for a few days or weeks, get comfortable with how this strategy performs, and then once you are comfortable with the risk and reward ratio, then you can basically deploy it in your own account. All right, so you can get all these details over here, and this is basically provided by the strategy creator. Now for every strategy, we also provide the statistics that are provided by the Tradetron deployment. So basically this cannot be manipulated. All right, so you cannot make any changes. This is based on the actual live deployment, paper trade deployment of Tradetron, but the prices and the trades that happen are based on the strategy conditions, and they cannot be manipulated. So as you can see, right from the day one, on a daily basis, from July 1, 2021, 1 year ago, till today, on a daily performance basis, how the strategy has performed over here on a everyday single basis. So that chart is available, as you can see, till date, that is July 7th or July 8th, that is till yesterday. How much is the profit that is generated by the strategy on a daily basis? You will find that chart over here, and this is available for all the charts, all the strategies in the marketplace. All right. At the same time, you will get all these details over here, and you can refer to it at any point in time. And below that, you will also see this statistics. So that is the capital, that is how much is the capital required for this strategy, how much is the PNL that is generated on this capital by this strategy in the past 1 year, how much is the drawdown, standard deviation, Sharpe ratio that we discussed, and also on a monthly basis, how much is the PNL that is generated by this strategy every month. So in June 2021, it was maybe 0.43%, and how much it is in amount terms. So all of those details are also available over here. So these details are available for Tradetron deployment for all the strategies that are listed on marketplace. All right, so you can see this chart, you can see the performance, and then based on that, if you're comfortable with a particular strategy and your risk reward capacity, whether you think that this is as per your risk reward potential, then you can actually deploy this strategy in your own account. All right. So beyond that, also if you want to take a decision based on what the users are saying, then over here we have this reviews section also. So you can read these reviews of the different users who have deployed this strategy live in their accounts, and then based on that you can also connect with the strategy creator and also take a decision whether you think that this strategy is particularly appropriate for you, and you can deploy this strategy in your account. So this is just one example, and according to that you will find different strategies by different strategy creators that you can deploy in your own account. So right now I will also show you, like if you want to search for a particular strategy, right? So you can do that as well. So for example, over here, if I want to select check a particular strategy that is from page number, say maybe any random page we can select, which is not visible over here. So I will go to say maybe page number 8, and if you see a particular strategy, so maybe Black Bull Bank Nifty. All right. So if I go to first page, if I go to the first page, then over here it might not be visible. So if you know of a particular creator or a particular strategy that you want to search for, you can search over here. So for example, Black Bull. All right, if I search this, then automatically that strategy will appear over here, and then from here you can subscribe. All right, at the same time, if you want to search a particular strategy created by a particular strategy creator, so for example, say AlgoWise. All right, AlgoWise, or any strategy creator that you know or you are aware of, if you want to get to know, then in that case AlgoWise is like this, I think. Yeah, so AlgoWise. So for example, if you want to search a particular strategy created by this strategy creator, you can search it like this, and at the same time you can just simply click on say AlgoWise, and you will find a list of strategies that the strategy creator has created. So different strategies created by the strategy creator are available over here. So you can check the strategies that are created by the creator, and you can connect with the strategy creator and check those strategies as well. At the same time, so for example, I'll just go again to the main page, marketplace. So one of the questions that might come to your mind is basically why is this particular strategy, or on what basis the ranking comes on this particular strategy, right? So this is based on multiple factors, like how much is the strategy's ROI, how is the strategy performing, how many people have deployed this strategy live, what kind of a drawdown this has, what kind of a Sharpe ratio this has, and based on how much is the profit percentage, and how the strategy has been performing consistently over a longer period of time. So according to that, whenever the strategy performs well, according to that the rank continuously keeps on improving. So this month maybe this is the strategy that is at the top. If there is another strategy from the bottom that starts performing well and does better than this strategy, then it will automatically come on top. All right, so it's based on internal factors where different strategies are being analyzed, and according to that it pops up on this particular page. Moreover, if you want to see the strategy performance, then we also have this strategy stats page. So if you go to the bottom of the page, this is the strategy stats section. So the strategy stats section over here, you will get to know which is the strategy that is performing well on a monthly basis. So if you see, this is basically the returns of June 2022, that is the last month, and this gets updated every month. So based on that, which is the strategy that is performing well on different parameters, you will get to see over here. So these are different strategies, and these are the ranks based on the performance. So if you want to check the strategy based on net return, how much which is the strategy that has given the highest kind of returns, then you can filter it over here. At the same time, you can say check by Sharpe ratio. So in terms of Sharpe ratio, which is the strategy that has performed the best in this particular month, then you can basically, according to this, you can filter out. You can also filter out by another other parameters also. So all these columns have filters over here. So you can actually filter out by the parameter that you want, and you can check the trades. And on from here itself, if you want to see a particular strategy, if you want to check the details, then you can click on this, and this particular strategy description page will open. At the same time, you will be able to say connect with the strategy creator or based on the details that have been given, and also get the details of a particular strategy that is available over here. All right, so all from here you will be able to see how the strategies have been performing of different strategies on different parameters, and then you can talk to the strategy creator. That is more important. Don't blindly, just because it's showing a particular return, don't blindly deploy it in your account. Speak to the strategy creator, get an idea of what the strategy does. Also deploy this strategy in your paper trading in Tradetron itself. Get an idea of what it does in paper trading, how it's performing, and if it suits your risk reward, then you can deploy it in your broking account. All right. So after this, right now, let me just show you after strategy stat section, let me show you how to subscribe to a particular strategy and deploy it in your own account. So for example, say this is the strategy, right? Now this is, since this is free, it will allow me to subscribe. Now we checked earlier that if it was a paid strategy, fixed fee, then I wouldn't be able to subscribe to this strategy without paying the fixed fee. Now since this was a free strategy, I was able to subscribe, and now this strategy subscription is successful. So once you have subscribed to a particular strategy from marketplace, what it does is it automatically gets saved in your my strategies section. So either you can go from here, or you can click over here and go to my strategies. So once you are on my strategies, you will find all of the strategies that you have created, and also the strategies that are subscribed. So you can see these tabs over here. So all the strategies will have your as well as subscribed strategies. You can filter by created, that is your own created strategies, and you can filter by subscribed strategies. So in this case, we will just go to the subscribed strategies. So over here, you will see that these are the different strategies that we have subscribed. And as you can see, this is the strategy that we just subscribed 47 seconds ago, right? So this is the strategy that we subscribed right now. And suppose we want to deploy this in our broking account, or if you want to deploy it in paper trading, then we will see how to do that. So over here, right in front of this particular page, you will see this option to deploy the strategy. So what you can do is you can just simply click on deploy. So over here, I will explain you these parameters. So what does this parameter tell you? So multiplier of 1x means that if this strategy is requiring a 3,20,000 capital on a 1x multiplier, means that for selling one lot of call and put option of Bank Nifty and one lot of Nifty, that is what this strategy does. So that's why they are requiring 3,20,000 as capital. But if you increase the multiplier, so for example, if you want to change the quantity to 2 times, then instead of 1 lot, if you want to change it to 2 lots, where it will sell 2 lots of Bank Nifty call options, Bank Nifty options, and 2 lots of Nifty options, call and put both, then in that case you can select 2x as the multiplier, and as you can see, the capital required will then be 6,40,000. So that's what multiplier does, that you know, whenever you're deploying a strategy, if you have created a strategy that is on 1 lot, then it will sell 1 lot. But if you deploy this on 5x, then instead of 1 lot, it will buy or sell 5x the quantity. That is, it will buy or sell 5 lots of call or put options according to that. All right. So be careful while selecting the particular multiplier based on your requirement. So this is basically on a 1x multiplier. Now this is the capital recommended, which is basically straightforward. And then there is execution type. So in Tradetron, you have 4 types of execution types. All right. So first one is paper trading. So as we discussed, the first one is, so in paper trading, what happens is that it's like virtual trading or dummy trading, where the trades will not actually happen in your broking account. It will only be in the Tradetron, on the Tradetron portal. So I will just show you. These are a few strategies that I have deployed in my own account. But as you see, this is basically paper trading deployment. This is all paper trading deployments of different strategies. So what it is doing is, it is taking a trade on a particular strategy, but it is not taking trade in my broking account. So I'm not facing this particular loss. So for example, this strategy on yesterday, whenever it traded, that is 8th of July, it took certain trades and it generated a loss of say 2,300. But this is not my actual loss. This is just paper trading loss, so that basically I can analyze how the strategy is performing. All right, and then once you have, I've paper traded its strategy for maybe a few weeks, and if for example every day if I see a profit and loss on a daily basis, how this strategy is performing, then according to that, once I'm comfortable, then I can deploy this strategy in my broking account. So this is how paper trading and virtual trading works. So that is basically paper trading part. Second is live offline. So live offline is similar to paper trading, but in live offline the advantage is that it's based on the rates that are available at your broking terminal. All right. In paper trading, what happens is that these rates that are shown over here of trade, these are based on paper trading deployments based on the data that is available in Tradetron. All right. And whereas in live offline, what happens is this data is sourced from your broker terminal. So since if it's live offline, then it requires you to select your broker, whichever it is. In live offline, the trades do not actually happen in your broking account, so you don't have to worry that it will place trades in your broking account and you might get profit or loss, because live offline is again similar to paper trading only, just that it will take the rates from your broking terminal. So according to that, it will also calculate sometimes the slippage that happens, right? So basically, because the market rates keeps on fluctuating, so paper trading rates may be stable, but actual broker rates may be different. So according to that, if you want to check in live offline, you can check live offline also without investing your own money. All right. And next is live auto one click. So live auto one click is similar to manual trading, where for every trade that is generated by the strategy, right, you will be basically getting a pop-up in order to proceed the strategy. So I will just show you live auto one click trade from Q&A. So I'll go to Q&A.Tradetron.tech and I'll just live auto one click. So I'll just show you an image of how it looks. All right. So as you can see over here, so this is the image. So this is how it will look, that anytime a trade that is generated, you will be able to see this proceed button. So once you click on that, then only it will place the order in your broking account, or else it will not place the order. So that's how live auto one click works. And the next is live auto. So live auto is nothing but fully automatic. All right. So if you deploy it in live auto, select whichever is your broker. You can select any broker you want. And if you deploy it, then automatically this will start trading in your broking account. It will take the entries and exit as per the strategy conditions, and you will make profit and loss based on that. All right. So that's how live auto works. So these are the different deployment options that we have. So in order to just show you, I will just deploy this strategy in say paper trading and say live offline, and I will select the broker as any random broker. You can select maybe angel broking or anything that you like. All right. And I will just deploy this strategy. So once I have deployed, you can see that this strategy will appear in my deployed page. All right. So over here at the bottom, as you can see, this strategy is now visible. All right. So for example, this is the strategy. So this is basically the cryptocurrency strategy that I have created. This is basically the index premium meter that we deployed right now. And over here, you will find that on 9th of July, it was deployed. That is today. This is basically live offline deployment. That is basically, I'm not currently trading in live mode. Next is capital deployed. How much is the capital required? What is the status? And what is the broker in which I have deployed this strategy? All right, and what is the multiplier? And whenever it takes a trade, it will show us the trades that it has taken. So over here, if you see different strategies, right? Whenever it takes a trade, you will be able to see what kind of trades it is taking, what is the entry time, what is the date, when is the entry taken, when is the exit taken, what was the instrument that was traded, what was the quantity that was traded, what was the price in which it was traded, and based on that, how much is the profit and loss that is generated, that also you will be able to see over here. All right, for different counters on a daily basis. So we have a separate video on counters, so you can watch that video on what is a counter, and you will be able to understand how this actually works. So in this paper trading, in simple terms, right? So for example, if I click on this, what it means is that this particular option, 35,000 put option, was basically traded on 8th of July. It took entry in this option at 2:44 p.m. at so and so rate. It bought it at 341, and at 2:55 p.m. after 10 minutes it exited this particular option, and that is sold this particular quantity at so and so rate. All right, so that is how you will be able to see what trades the strategy is taking, and according to that you will be able to identify what kind of trades are happening in your account. So that is how this basically strategy deployment works. So at any point in time, if you want to deploy it in paper trading in order to get an idea of how a particular strategy is functioning, then you can deploy it. You can check for a few days, few weeks. There is no restriction in terms of how many days you can deploy a strategy for. So along with, once you're comfortable with a particular strategy, then you can start trading in your own broking account. All right. So I hope this video was useful and informative. And with this, we will end this particular session. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye bye.